Okay, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and this will be the next flight of the Apprentice S 15E ready to fly airplane. It's the next day after the maiden flight. The winds are a lot calmer this afternoon. I think we'll have a much better flying experience today. So being the first flight of the day, I'm going to do a few more checks than usual. So first thing I'm going to do is different is check the inside of the cabin. Make sure that the antenna is routed carefully and not going to interfere with the servos. Make sure the wiring looks good. Pull out the Y harness for the ailerons, and the servo arms look good. The ESC is not being moved around any, so everything looks good inside the cabin. We'll still do the outside inspections, checking the wheels, making sure the wheel collars are nice and tight. So 1, 2, 3 wheel collars and 3 wheels, all looking good. The prop, prop looks good. Been no strikes on the prop yet. Making sure the off switch is off. And okay, that looks good. Now these posts that hold the rubber bands, they can come loose, so I checked these posts on the first flight of the day to make sure they look right. The clevises in the back look okay. The vertical stabilizer looks good, nice and straight. The horizontal stabilizer looks good, nice and straight. Not loose or wobbly at all. Okay, so that looks good. We'll do a better visual inspection of the wing. Do a close-up inspection of the aileron push rods and the clevises. That looks good. Other one looks good. Wiring looks good. The place where you put the rubber bands, these plastic pieces where you put the rubber bands, they look good and tight, nothing loose. Okay, so that's the outside inspection of the aircraft. I'll go ahead and mount the wing. First thing I do is I like to turn the wing upside down, get it balanced here on the airplane, and then plug in the 2 wires, matching the colors, just to make sure the colors are matching as you plug it in. The bottom brown wire is the ground, so if I match the 2 brown wires, that looks good. Tuck the extra length of the Y harness in, get my marks lined up, grab a rubber band and put one across with the finger up, and then get that nice and centered before I let it go, so that's nice and centered. Do the second one cross with my finger up on, holding it up. Then I let the tension equalize and drop it down. That looks good. Marks are still centered. Okay. So now that's 2 across and 2. Here's the second one that's straight back. Okay, now 2 more across. That's rubber band number 5. Rubber band number 6 is crossed in the other way. Make sure the tension is good. Now 2 straight back. 1 on the left side. 1 on the right side, and again making sure that the tension is even. Okay, that looks pretty good. Okay, I've got my timer. I have the timer set for 12 minutes. I'll start it when just before I start taxiing out. Check the radio. Throttle is back. Everything looks centered. This is in beginner mode, which is what I'm going to do today for taking off. The rate cut is in low rate, and the disarm switch is in the disarm position. Okay, unlike yesterday, I'm going to remember to turn this one on. So we're not ready to turn it on yet. I'm not going to turn it on until I get the battery mounted. So now that the wing is in place, the initial radio is ready, I'm going to turn the airplane over, put the battery in. Now today I'm going to do something a little different. I have here the voltage checker with a horn, and so this is the first time I'm going to use this in an airplane, so we'll see how well it works. So I'm going to test the battery with it first. Okay, and so it's 12.6, 421, 420, 419, so it's good. I have preset the alarm to go off at 11.1. So we're going to see, we're going to fly around. This might be a long flight. It could be 12 or 15 minute flight here. So we're going to fly around till the horn goes off or until my timer goes off. So the timer is set for 12 minutes, which is I think about what it's going to take. And we shall time the event. I'm going to tuck the LiPo checker down in to the cabin, making sure the rest of the wires are out so that I won't have to worry about where to tuck it underneath the hatch. Okay, so that's good. Got to get the other piece of Velcro out here. I'm going to make sure that the Velcro is all the way toward the rear. Okay, I'm sorry, make the battery is all the way to the rear, and then get the Velcro in place. So the two Velcro straps are in place. There we go. All right, so that's a pre-flight. We're gonna stop the camera here, and this pre-flight will be one video by itself, and then the next video will be the launch of the aircraft and flying it. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next video.